Hello everyone, I am Blueblaze, and the Needler is one of the most iconic Halo weapons in the entire series. It has the distinct honour of being one of the very few weapons usable in every FPS Halo game. The other two that I can think of are the plasma pistol and the sniper, I think? Yeah. Anyways, in this video I am going to rank each of these Needlers from worst to best. Please be aware that this is just my opinion, and your opinions are probably radically different. So with that, let's get to it. Let's start off with Halo 2's Needler. I feel it has the problem of not being that powerful on its own. It is probably the weakest Needler in the series, and whilst you can dual wield with them, I don't know, I still feel they are quite underwhelming. I am personally also not a fan of the highly reflective purple colouring on the weapon. Not much to say about this one. It's the same as Halo 2's, however it just looks a lot prettier thanks to what I think is the Halo Reach model. I know this is probably a very controversial placement, and I'm sorry about that. However, I am personally not a fan of the design of Halo 3's Needler. I feel it is just a bit too round for my liking, and power-wise I feel it is okay, however not the best. I know you're probably thinking, Blaze, this is the same Needler as the last one. And yes it is. Except that it is really tiny and adorable. And I don't know, I guess I just find it funny.
Double kill.
I really like Halo 5's version of the Needler. I feel the model looks really cool and the power output is quite good considering everything Halo 5 has to throw at it. I believe I have two nitpicks, however. The first is more towards Halo 5 itself, and that has to do with the aiming down sights feature. It's something I am personally not a fan of in Halo games, and I don't think I like how it affects the Needler in multiplayer. The next thing is the colour scheme. I'm personally not a fan of the reddish brown colouring that it has. However, I do like the lights on the back representing the ammo you have left. For me, Halo Reach's Needler is specifically in this place due to how nice the model is. Whilst I feel it has a similar colour problem to Halo 5's Needler, in gameplay I think it feels a bit better to use than that one does. I'm pretty sure Halo CE Anniversary's Needler is just Reach's Needler, however slightly colour tweaked, and it now uses Halo CE's physics, which I am a huge fan of personally. I do wish they made a new model for it, or recolored it, to make it fit with the original game's aesthetic somewhat more. But oh well, that's alright then. This Needler feels like a strange one. It appears to be a combination of Halo Reach's model with a mix of Halo 4 and Halo 2 physics, and that combined with the cool magenta-y red colour may be why I like it quite a lot over the last two. And I know I haven't been talking about the animations in this list so far, however I feel I quite like the reload one it provides. Now we start getting into the wild world of Halo 5's weapon variants, and to begin with I'll start with the Hailstorm Needler. Whilst using Halo 5's great model, it also contains a bigger magazine and has a really great purple and red colouring that is quite nice to look at in my opinion. Not much else to say, so we'll move on to Halo 5's Talon of the Lost Needler. Just like the Hailstorm Needler, it uses Halo 5's model. However, it has an amazing white colouring, and the needles glow red as if they are super hot. As a one-off variant of the Needler, I absolutely love it. The newest iteration of the Needler has to be one of my personal favourites. It uses a new model that looks as if it may be heavily inspired by the blue Halo CE Needler. It is quite useful in both multiplayer and the campaign, and it has an excellent recreation of Halo CE's melee animation. I also quite like how the ammo counter looks on the back of it. This one is mainly here due to nostalgia for me. The Halo CE Needler has to be my favourite in terms of colouring and animations. In my opinion, it has the best melee, reload and even the firing animation with the purple streaks that reach so far back. Halo CE was the first full Halo game that I had finished, and it was the Gearbox PC version as well, and I love picking up the Needler every time and just playing around with it. So you may be wondering why it's not the highest on the list then. It has a fairly big downside in my opinion. Even though the firing animation is great, the needles themselves travel extremely slowly. That just leaves Halo 4's Needler. It again uses the Reach model, however in my opinion it looks the nicest out of them all. I'm a huge fan of the Halo CE blue colorings on Needlers, as you may have seen on this list so far, and mixing the model and the color together looks amazing. I feel Halo 4's Needler is also quite good in multiplayer and against enemies in-game. Where I feel Halo CE's Needler excels at very specific things, I feel that Halo 4's excels at almost everything, minus some of the animations. I know a big point of contention with this Needler is the enemies in campaign now being able to super combine you. However, I feel that is more a problem with the game, one that I forgot to add to my things that feel wrong in Halo 4 video as well, and not a problem with the Needler itself. So there we go. That was my ranking of all the Needlers that I can think of out of the first-person Halo games. I know your opinion is most probably quite different to mine, and I wouldn't mind hearing it in the comments. However, for now, that is my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Cheers everyone!